What's up? I am Chase here at Rocky Mountain ATVMC, coming at you with the Slacker Digital Sag Scale from Motool. Alright guys, so today I want to show you one of my personal favorite tools that I like to have in my garage, and it's really something I use pretty much every time I go out and ride, and it's the Slacker Digital Sag Scale from Motool. And what this allows you to do is measure your sag and helps you set your sag just by yourself. You don't need another friend or even two other people to help you check your sag. You can just do it by yourself. Now, I've said this in a lot of videos before. When it comes to your bike setup, sag is absolutely crucial. You want to make sure you have your sag set correctly. Look at your owner's manual. They will give you a window of where your sag should be. But the reason it's so important is because before you do any suspension changes with your clickers, with your forks, or your shock, you want to make sure the balance of the bike is correct, and that's why sag is so important. So that's why I love this tool so much. I check my sag honestly every time I go out and ride. You don't have to do that. You know, if you're just a weekend warrior, every few rides is good. But the nice thing about it, like I said, is you can just check it by yourself. You don't need other friends to help you out. So what comes included? You're going to have the digital scale, okay? And then you're going to have your clamp that's going to go on your fender, and I'm going to show you how to use this here in just a second. And then you're going to have your digital display that goes on your handlebars so you can actually just see what your sag reading is without looking down at anything. And you're going to have your cord that connects the scale to the digital display for your bars. So that's it. So now let me show you how to work it. All right guys, so now I'm going to show you just how quick and easy it is to get this set up and then go measure your sag. So the first thing you're going to want to do is mount the clamp that comes included onto your fender. Now it's going to be different on every bike where you're going to mount this. Now it's very important when you're finding your location, I'm going to show you how to do it here, is you want to be consistent. Every time you check in your sag, you want to try and do it in the same position. So it's important, what Motool explains is when you're finding the reference point on your fender where you're going to put that clamp, you want to follow the arc of your swing arm, and that's going to be your reference point. So what I mean by that, and the easiest way to do this, is take the cord that comes included that connects the digital display to the actual scale, and you want to measure from the pivot point of your swing arm where it connects to your frame, so right here on this bolt, you're going to take this cord, stretch it out to the axle on your rear wheel, and then all you're going to do from there is just follow the arc to where it touches your fender. So you're just going to take it from the center of that pinch bolt or that pivot point, follow it all the way up, and then you're just going to find your mark. So I've already marked it right here on this rear fender. This is where that point touches. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my clamp and slide it over, and then I'm just going to tighten this on. Now once you have this done once, what you can do, like I've done, is you can mark it with a Sharpie. Some guys will actually drill a hole right there just so that every time they go to do this, I don't have to measure it each time, and you just know exactly where you're supposed to put this clamp. So you're just going to screw that clamp on, and then once you have it on, then you're going to take your scale. Now what's cool about this is it has a big magnet right here. So all you're going to do is just stick it right to your axle, okay? And then you're just going to take this cord, and you're going to bring it up, and you're going to attach it. Now once you have that attached, you want to make sure, so right now you can see it's not lined up. You just want to make sure that you turn that scale so that you have a direct line from it up to that clamp. Now once you've done that, you're going to turn it on. Okay, right now it's zeroed. If it's not zeroed, you're just going to press the power button again once you have it on, and that will zero it out. And what's cool is you actually have a backlit light, so if you press the light here, it'll light up the background so you can use this in the dark if you needed to. Once you have that set up, it's very simple. Now you're going to do, you're going to take your handlebar mount, you're going to put that on your handlebar. You're going to connect the wire that comes included to from the digital display to the scale. Now once you have it set up, you're going to be ready to measure your sag. So you're going to take the bike off the stand. Now it's important, you don't want to just slam the bike, take it off the stand gently. And you're going to measure your static sag. Static sag is when the bike is on the ground but no rider on it. And then once you measure that, you're going to get on the bike and you're going to measure your race sag or your rider sag. Now that's very simple to do. You're just going to find a neutral position on the bike, and all you need is just something to balance or hold yourself up. And you're going to look at the reading on the digital display on your handlebars, and you're going to know what your sag reading is. Now when you are measuring your sag, it's really important. A tip that I have for you is you want to gear up as if you're going to go ride. So helmet, boots, all your gear. If you wear a tool pack, have that, or a hydration pack. You also want to top off your gas tank if you can. That's just going to make sure you're getting the most accurate sag reading. Now once you check your sag, if you're not sure, if you've never adjusted your sag before, well, got good news for you. We have a how-to video. We show you step-by-step how to adjust your sag if needed. And so there it is. That is the Slacker Digital Sag Scale coming from Motool. Again, it's one of my favorite tools to have in the garage because I can take it with me. I like to check my sag often, and takes what normally is a three-man job and turns it into something that I can do by myself. If you want to pick one up, click on the link, or head over to our website at RockyMountainATVMC.com. If you have questions about these, you can comment below or ask your questions on the product page and you will get answers from customers who have bought the digital sag scale. These are going to ship for free, and make sure subscribe to us on YouTube, stay up to date on the latest gear guides, product reviews, and how-to videos that we're constantly rolling out. I'm Chase here at Rocky Mountain, and we'll see you on the trails.